Hey, now there's a bunch of different reasons why you might want to remove a background from an image. You might want to replace the background with a flat colour, you might want to replace it with another image, you might want to add this to a different image, you might want to just isolate the product for your online store. There's a bunch of reasons, and the good thing is that it's pretty simple to do. So what we're going to need for this, we're going to do two different ones. So this is the basic one. This is a photo that I took 3 days a week. I work with a vape shop. I do the website and SEO stuff. And the way that I got this image with the sort of flat background is by using a light box, which I made very quickly myself with a cardboard box. I cut out the sides and I sellotaped some paper behind it. The benefit of that is that you can just use the magic wand tool. Now we've got a low tolerance here, so if we take that up to about 30 and we try that again, you'll see that it's selected more. Now we need to turn on contiguous because it's selected inside the bottle and we just want it to jump to the same shape. We don't want it to cross paths with our product. So we'll try that. We can hold down shift and we can add to it as well. Now we might need to use the quick selection tool. If you're holding alt and scroll, you can zoom in. You can get these little bits in the bottom as well. We'll get around like that. Now the good thing with the quick select tool is you don't need to be ridiculously accurate because it's going to try and select what it thinks you're trying to select anyway. So we'll have a quick look up top. We'll get rid of this. You can hold down alt if you want to get rid of a selection, or you can just if you want to add a selection, you just click and drag. You don't need to hold shift or anything. That looks pretty good. There's a little bit where we haven't quite met the sides, so what we're going to do now is we'll go to select, modify and expand. We'll expand that by 2 pixels, and then we're going to duplicate this layer because it's our background layer, and we need something that is rasterized, so that's already rasterized, and then we just hit delete. There you go, that's how you get rid of the background that way. So if we wanted to, we could now drop a layer underneath, give it a colour, let's go with a blue. There we go. So that's the easy way. If you've got a light box, it makes things a bunch easier. So let's move on to this and see how we can delete the background from this. So again, we're going to use the quick selection tool. You can find it by right clicking here. And what we're going to do is just click and drag around again. Now this time it's going to take a little bit longer because it's a more difficult image to work with. We haven't got that light box clean background. But all we're going to do is slowly go around like that. And just select around the edges. Now I'm going to speed this up because it's pretty much the same process that I'm just repeating over and over again. There we go. So I'm going to go around one last time and make sure that everything looks okay. Okay, so it's got some of the side here. So we'll just hold Alt and we'll slowly get the side back in as well. Now if you're having trouble doing this where you're selecting the whole background, what might work instead is selecting the thing that you want to cut out. So you use the quick selection tool still, just select what you want to keep, and then what you do is holding Control Shift and I once you're done selecting, and it will select the rest of everything. So it'll select the opposite of what you've got selected. So where we've got the background selected here, if you inverse the selection, it would select the car instead. And just hit delete. There you go. Now you can go around and you can neaten up the edges a little bit with the eraser tool, or if we go back, we can also refine the edge like that, and that might work a little bit easier if we inverse the selection again. So we'll inverse the selection so that the car is selected. As you might be able to see, once we bump this up, especially around here, it's going to start smoothing out the edges. Take that back down. There you can see the little zigzaggy line, and that's smoothed out. We'll take feathering down. And then once you click OK, that'll change your selection slightly. And obviously, because we've got the car selected now, we want to inverse the selection again, so we'll hold Control Shift and I, and you can tell when it's you've selected everything else, because you'll have the broken line going around the outside as well. So that's how you know that you've selected everything except the car. So we'll just hit delete, and there we go, we've cut out the image again. So we can hide this background layer, and now we've got a transparent file, so we could save that as a PNG and go back to it whenever we wanted to. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you like the video, press the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.